And I love this because just think about it. If that's the center, what we just talked about, if those are those blessed in Jesus' kingdom, if the center of this is people who genuinely love Jesus and want righteousness, right? We want it in our hearts, even with all our sin. We want Jesus' righteousness in this world. If that's true, then what's the promise that Jesus gives that corresponds to that? What's his promise that we don't earn, remember, but which corresponds to our hunger and thirst for righteousness? Verse 6 again, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. And that is a stunning statement by Jesus. Because just consider what it means. It means that as Christians, again, we love our King. And yes, we know our sin and we know how broken and sinful we are, but man, we really do want to follow Jesus more. And we want the world to follow Jesus more. We want Jesus' kingdom here. And yet, again, for now, his kingdom isn't fully here. We don't love and follow Jesus as we should, neither does the world. And even sometimes when we try to follow Jesus like we should, we are persecuted for it. All because that's where we are now. We live in a fallen world with fallen bodies, with fallen hearts, even as we hunger, in a sense, for Jesus' ways. And so that's us. But what's then the promise concerning all of that to people like us? Well, again, from Jesus our King, it is that, yes, that's us now. Yes, that's our hearts now. That's how we feel about the world now. But the promise is, again, see it for yourself, that one day that will all change. One day, that hunger and thirst we have for righteousness for ourselves, and that hunger and thirst we have for righteousness for our world and for our universe, it will be satisfied. And why? Well, because Jesus is going to come back. And when he does, he will make everything good and beautiful and right again. And then righteousness will reign and we will be satisfied. That's what our King promises here. And he does so even in the very center of these Beatitudes.